Hello friends, this is Vimal for VTP channel. Today we are going to discuss about the units of energy. So in SI the unit of energy is joule, whereas in CGS it is erg. So here we are going to check what are the relationships between those two. So what is the joule and how the erg are related. So this is the question. So the question is, the SI and CGS units of energy are joule and erg respectively. How many ergs are equal to 1 joule? So that is the question we are going to discuss right now. So for this, I am separating into a tabular column. So for SI unit separately and for CGS I took it as separately. So for SI, to make the problem simplified, I take it as, for mass I take it as m1, for length I take it as L1, for time I take it as T1. Similarly for CGS, I take the mass as m2, length as L2 and time as T2. So here SI units, the mass m1 is nothing but 1 kilogram, length L1 is equal to 1 meter and time 1 second, that is T1 is equal to 1 second. Similarly for CGS it is m2 is equal to 1 gram, L2 is equal to 1 centimeter and T2 is equal to 1 second. So now we are going to do the relationships between them. So here we are going to use the definition of Einstein's mass energy equivalence, that is E equal to mc square, where E stands for energy, m stands for mass and c stands for velocity of light. So here that same expression is rearranged as energy is equal to mass into velocity square. So this is the part we are going to discuss. Now the dimensional formula we are going to write it. So mass I keep it as it is, whereas for velocity it is length by time whole square. So now we are going to find out the related substitutions for them. So for mass it is capital M, for length it is L and for time it is T. So since it is whole square, it has nothing but length square time t power minus 2. So ml square t power minus 2 is the relationship which is for this dimensional formula. So now we are going to check, we are going to substitute one by one. So now 1 joule is nothing but, we are write it in SI units. So m1 power 1, L1 square and T1 power minus 2. So I am going to substitute the relationship which I took for SI units in terms of 1 joule. Similarly for erg I substitute the relationship. So it is m2 L2 square T2 power minus 2. I just substituted what I got it over here. Now for m1 I am going to substitute its values. So here 1 joule is equal to, for m1 I take it as 1 kilogram, for L1 I take it as 1 meter and for T1 I take it as 1 second. So when I am substituting the powers, it is 1 kilogram whole power 1, 1 meter whole square and 1 second whole power minus 2. Similarly for 1 erg I am writing it as m2 as 1 gram, L2 as 1 centimeter and T2 as 1 second. So it is 1 gram, 1 centimeter whole square, 1 second whole power minus 2. So I wrote down the expressions in this particular format. The next thing is, we are going to find out the substitution for them. So 1 joule by 1 erg is nothing but equal to m1 by m2 whole power 1. Similarly L1 by L2 whole power 2, that is whole square, and T1 and T2 whole power minus 2. So this is the relationship because I have to find how many ergs, that is how many ergs will be equal to 1 joule. So I have to substitute the expression for joule, then only I can find out the expressions. So similarly I take it as 1 joule by 1 erg. So for example I am going to substitute the values. So m1 it is 1 kilogram, m2 is equal to 1 gram, I wrote it. Similarly L1 is equal to 1 meter and L2 equal to 1 centimeter, I wrote it. Then T1 is 1 second and T2 is equal to 1 second. So it is 1 kg by 1 gram whole power 1, 1 meter by 1 centimeter whole square, 1 second by 1 second whole power minus 2. Now we are going to find out the substitution. See here, how many grams is equal to 1 kilogram? It is nothing but 1000 grams. So 1000 gram by 1 gram whole power 1. How many centimeters is equal to 1 meter? It is 100 centimeters. So 100 centimeter by 1 centimeter, the power is there whole square. So 1 second by 1 second getting cancelled. So we need not worry about the time term. So it is 1000 grams is equal to, so it is nothing but I took it as 1000 itself, and it is 100 whole square, centimeter and centimeter getting cancelled. So 100 whole squared is 10,000. So 1000 into 10,000, when you check it over, it is 10 power 7. So that is it. 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 erg. So that is the equivalent expression for 1 joule. So 1 joule is equal to 10 power 7 ergs is the final representation. Thank you. We will be discussing the another video next time. See you then.